Friday, and welcome to this week's Friday Food Fix. Today we are making some special foods for the Super Bowl on Sunday. I am not a huge football fan, but I will take any opportunity I can get to serve delicious snack foods to people who are coming over to my house, and I of course enjoy eating them as well. So while everyone else is watching the big game, I'm having fun snacking on the delicious treats that I've made for the party. We're going to today be making some 7-layer dip. It's one of my favorite appetizers to make for any party I go to, and it is always a hit. It goes really, really fast. And I also made ahead some whoopie pies that are shaped like footballs that I'll show you in just a minute. So let's get started on the 7-layer dip. It's really easy to put together, and we're doing it ahead of time because this way on Sunday I don't have to spend all of my time in the kitchen. When people come over, I can just get everything out that I've already made and put it on the table, and I can enjoy their company while we're watching the game, and I don't have to spend my time making everything. This one we're going to make about 90% of the way today, and then Sunday morning I'm just going to have to finish it up just because I don't want my guacamole to start going brown, turning brown. So I make that the morning of and spread it on top, and then it's completely good to go. So the first layer of this 7-layer dip is some refried beans. Just grab a can in the Mexican section of your grocery store and spoon them right into the bottom of your dish. I have a 9x13 dish here, and we're just going to spread the beans out so that they are nice and creamy as the bottom layer of our dip. We want them spread all the way across so that they make a nice bottom layer, and then everything else goes right up on top of them. Once your beans are spread out evenly, then our next step is going to be to put together some cream cheese, sour cream, and some taco seasoning. So we are going to, I popped my cream cheese in the microwave. It's 8 ounces of cream cheese. I just softened it up so it's easy to mix with my sour cream. So I need a ½ cup of sour cream, which is about what's left in my container here. And that's getting mixed into the cream cheese. And then you can either buy a packet of the taco seasoning if you prefer to do that. I like to just mix my own. I take about a ½ teaspoon of cumin and about a teaspoon of chili powder. And then the last thing I put in is just about a ½ teaspoon of garlic powder. And that's going to give it that Mexican flavor. Chili powder's not coming out very fast here. Let me shake it around a little bit. There we go. All right, we are going to mix all of that together, the cream cheese, sour cream, and taco seasoning. And that's going to go right on top of our refried beans. Just smooth those out a tiny bit more here. There we go. All right, putting this right on top, and we're just going to make a nice even layer of the sour cream and cream cheese and taco seasoning layer. This is also a great dip to take if you are having a potluck at school or any other kind of party. This is a great one. And for Cinco de Mayo, I always make this as well. My family loves it. All right, up on top of that, we are going to put either some salsa, or I prefer Rotel. So I got a can of Rotel, that's what I'm putting on mine. If your family likes salsa, go for it. I'm not a huge fan of onions. I don't like biting into onion in my dip, so that's why I go for the Rotel. I just drained it off in the sink before when I opened it, and then I'm just going to spread that right on top of the cream cheese and sour cream layer. All right. That's all set. Then I am going to add a layer of cheese on top And that's where I'm going to stop for today. My last 3 layers are going to be my guacamole, which I will make Sunday morning, just some avocado, and then I mix in some garlic powder, some lime juice, and some salt, and that's all I put in mine, and I spread that right up on top. And then my last layers are going to be some black olives and some chopped up tomato just right up on top, and the 7-layer dip will be good to go. The reason I like to make this part ahead of time, number one, is because that way it saves me time on Sunday. I don't have to spend the time in the kitchen doing this part. But also I like for these flavors to meld together, and that will do that in the refrigerator for the next day. And then the avocado will go right up on top right before I serve it so that it stays nice and fresh and green. When I serve this, I serve it up with some tortilla chips, and people can just take as much as they want and dip away. I told you I would show you the other snack that I made for my Super Bowl party, and that is these Football Whoopie Pies. Aren't they adorable? They come out great every year, and if you're in the Make Ahead Food Masters Facebook group, I will be emailing you the 7-layer dip this afternoon. I'm also going to include the link where I got the recipe for the Football Whoopie Pies, because they were not my recipe, but they are a delicious option as another snack for your Super Bowl party. If you're not in the Make Ahead Meal Masters Facebook group yet and you're watching this video on Instagram, head up to the link in my bio, click through and request to join, and I will make sure that you get these recipes as well. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, I put the link in the description to the video. Click through and join, and I hope to see you there. I hope that everyone has a wonderful Super Bowl party on Sunday and a great weekend. I will see you back here next week. Bye!